Listen, if you skip bosses in games, pussy, fake gamer! You're not even a real gamer! You're a tourist! Oh god! Do you even game, bro? Gaming journalist Josh Broadwell cast a level 5 necromancy spell and brought Polygon back from the dead solely to enrage the gaming purist chuds with his article on Death Stranding 2's option to skip boss battles. And I must have jumped timelines or something because I actually agree with Polygon. Let's listen to MrHardcoreMode's analysis and break this thing down. Check out the pinned comment for the link to the original video, and don't forget to drop him a like and sub.
And I believe Hideo Kojima should never do this again. And it's the fact that they added the skip bosses addition to the game. Now, I honestly do not want to hear anybody say, well, if somebody wants to do it, I get it, you can play the game you want.
Well, if somebody wants to do it, I get it, you can play the game you want.
You can kiss my ass. And that's exactly why Death Stranding 2 pretend you won button is such a good necessary choice. Bullshit. It's not. It's a horrible choice and it's gonna fuck up gaming in its entirety. I fucking hate the fact that Hideo Kojima did this. I don't want to regress as a society.
Accessibility options are not a sin. For as long as video games have existed, there have been workarounds. So those of us who are not as skilled can still participate in and enjoy the games that we want to play. Earlier this year, South of Midnight introduced a boss skip toggle which allows you to bypass the game's more challenging encounters. Prior to that, games like Red Dead Redemption 2 and Days Gone began offering a mission skip option if you failed at a particular encounter too many times. Before that, if you were getting continuously beat down by the game, the developers would throw up a reminder that you could change the difficulty at any time. When I was a kid and I got stuck on a tough mission, I'd flip through my PlayStation magazine and utilize the cheat codes to enable invincibility or infinite ammo to get past a difficult spot. Hell, when I was really young and couldn't beat a boss or a particular level, I'd pass the controller to my dad or my older brother. My dad beating the lava ship mission for me in Super Mario Bros. 3 didn't hurt your experience of the game. It didn't ruin my enjoyment either because I would have never experienced the end of that game at that time without his help. It didn't ruin gaming, it didn't ruin society, and this is just an evolution in that accessibility. I'm just now figuratively handing the controller over to Daddy Kojima. In Elden Ring, which is a token member of the Souls genre of games notorious for their difficulty, even FromSoft instituted some accessibility mechanics in-game. You can use spirit summons, NPC summons, and Sakadu tree fragments to make the boss fights easier. Some in the hardcore community consider these to be cheats.
Here's a good question. Did you use a summon? If you used a summon, you're a bitch. There, I said it. Have I used a summon? Yes. That means I'm also a bitch. Hey! It's equality up in this bitch.
What do all these features and the boss skip feature have in common? Well, they're all intended mechanics explicitly designed by the developers to assist you in-game. They are not hidden exploits or glitches, and most importantly, they are not mandatory for the player to use.
Do not neglect your art. You gave us boss fights, giant BTs. Okay, let us fight them. Let us fight them. That's it. What's this whole pretend you won bullshit? What's this? The hell's going on? You want us to see your art? Well, I can't see your art if I'm skipping through them, can I? I'm not having a challenge now because I'm skipping through them.
In the same way that you can choose to set it to story mode or very difficult hardcore mode, you can choose not to skip the boss battles. And I know you know this because you use an example later in the video.
See, this is your guy, DSP. He's ready to skip the boss fight. Pretend you won.
Pretend you won. Imagine the battle has been fought and move on with the story. Note that where this takes you, the battle may not be completely over. You'll not receive a normal evaluation.
See, DSP is the type of motherfucker to skip a boss fight.
Well, that's an interesting mechanic.
Excuse me? Excuse me? He didn't skip the boss fight? This motherfucker DSP did not skip the boss fight? He wanted to beat the boss? He didn't skip... Bro.
Yes. Because it's an option. Features like customizable controls, colorblind settings, subtitles, difficulty settings, they're all included to ensure that players with disabilities can participate in and enjoy the same experiences as others in the gaming community. By removing these barriers to play, developers can reach a much wider audience, leading to better customer satisfaction and increased revenue.
If you skip a boss fight in this game, you're a coward. That's right. You are trash. Yeah, there it is. Oh, you can't be gatekeeping. Yeah, I can. You're trash.
Or they have a disability.
You're horrible. You're an irredeemable monster.
And they just want to enjoy the new cool games and be in the conversation with the rest of their friends in the gaming community. Or like myself, who works full-time, has a farm with 1 million animals to tend to, dedicates time cosplaying as a YouTuber, and then also tries to cram in some gaming.
I respect somebody more when they defeat a boss. Maybe it takes a couple of days, maybe a few hours, maybe it takes 7 months. If you beat that boss that you hated, that you died 600 times, I have so much respect for you.
I don't have hundreds of hours to beat my head against the wall fighting the same boss on repeat. I just want to escape reality, enjoy a cool story,
Ooh, what's the story?
and have fun while gaming. If the developers implement options which can get people to their own fun faster,
We start from skipping the boss fights to skipping more bullshit.
skip dialogue, skip cutscenes, skip boss fights, skip all fights. Play the game however you want, because in the end, No. It affects society. Games are gonna get worse. Well, that doesn't seem to be the case with Death Stranding 2. Me deciding to skip the boss fight means
You might get a lower rank or miss 1 or 2 non-essential scenes.
I miss out on the experience.
If you spend any amount of money on something and then you just throw away a piece of it, you are wasting your money. And if you want to waste your money, that's cool.
Okay.
You want to buy like 10 packs of smokes and then throw away like 9 of them and keep 1 pack? That's on you.
Okay.
If you want to play this game as a movie, then go a fucking head.
Okay.
I miss the days when video games didn't take itself too seriously. I miss that shit.
100% agree. Let's not let an inflated MLG gamer ego gatekeep the gaming community. Give people options to play and experience these games the way they want. It's not that deep.
It's like talking to your mom and she doesn't give you a straight answer. She's trying to be nice.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Please tell me more about your parents.
Once dad comes over to the boys, he whips out the fucking belt and goes ham. That's what Polygon is doing.
I'm not getting paid enough for this shit.
that was crazy.